Sonia Gandhi calls SM Krishna in connection to the Congress Rajya Sabha candidate. Sonia Gandhi explains the party's decision to rope in younger leaders is what reports indicate. This is the big news that is just coming in. Sonia Gandhi reportedly calls SM Krishna over the same matter, trying to explain to him how they have decided to opt for younger leaders. Well, Nolan, now coming back to you. Sonia Gandhi there playing it safe as choosing a younger leader and then taking SM Krishna into confidence, something that she should have done before announcing the decision maybe.
No, we do not know what happened internally, Nishita, because this is now what Congress sources are telling us. Most probably they would have sounded SM Krishna about this some time back and let him prepare himself that he won't be renominated. Now, it's not all of a sudden that the decision has been taken, and SM Krishna is a very senior leader over here. Many people also believe that it could be because of what happened in Mandya that this has been changed. Maybe, this is just maybe, in order to sort of bring out some changes, but as of now, the age factor has been looked into. That's one. And two, we did speak to Professor Rajiv Gowda earlier asking about this, whether him being chosen, nominated over here can create a sort of friction between him and SM Krishna, but he said it will not, because SM Krishna knows him from when he was a boy. His father and SM Krishna were friends. His father was a former Legislative Assembly speaker. Apart from that, he has grown up basically he knows SM Krishna that well. He looks up to him as a father figure. So he says that no, they will cooperate and work together. And so far so good. We have not seen any trouble as such. SM Krishna supporters have not come out in the open protesting and so on and so forth. So it looks like things have been controlled in the Congress.
Right. Thank you for joining us with all those details there, Nolan. Well, there we have it, the new guard taking charge of the Congress. Are we looking at a complete shift in Congress's approach after their debacle in the Lok Sabha elections that went by? Let's listen to what G. Parameshwar, who is the MLC candidate, had to say in this regard.
SM Krishna ಅವರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಅಪಾರವಾದ ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವನು. ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಬಹುಶಃ ಬಹಳ ಮಹತ್ತರವಾದ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಈ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕವನ್ನ ಇಡೀ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಸ್ಥಾನಕ್ಕೆ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡೀ ವಿಶ್ವಕ್ಕೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕವನ್ನ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರನ್ನ ಪರಿಚಯ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಂತವರು. ಅನೇಕ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನ ಯೋಜನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದಂತವರು. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಬಹುಶಃ ಏನು ರಾಜ್ಯಸಭೆಗೆ ಅವರನ್ನ ಪುನರ್ ನೇಮಕ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನನಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ನೋವಾಗಿದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಇದು ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ವರಿಷ್ಠರು ಏನು ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಏನು ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅವರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವರನ್ನ ನಾಮನಿರ್ದೇಶನ ಮಾಡದೇ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನನಗೆ ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕವಾಗಿ ಬಹಳ ನೋವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ.
And moving on now, Ambarish had said that he had gifted the property and had not in fact made any money from the site given to him by the Muda while he was a Lok Sabha member. Ambarish had raked up a controversy on the matter when he asked for Muda Commissioner to be transferred. In 1999, when he was the Lok Sabha member, Ambarish had taken possession of the site from Muda. To get the site, Ambarish had in fact stated that he is not in possession of a house and that his annual income was a mere 80,000 rupees. Once he had the possession of the land numbered 917, he divided the 50 by 80 property into two halves. He registered the first half of the property on the 6th of Jan and sold it within 18 days to Govindaraja of Mysore in 2004. It was sold for 1,75,000 rupees on the 24th of Jan 2004. The remaining property was given to his close associate Sachidananda's relative Ajit on the 16th of August 2011 for 3,87,000 rupees. While addressing a joint session of the Parliament, President Pranab Mukherjee listed the priorities of the Narendra Modi-led NDA government. The President addressed issues ranging from social, economic, international relations, defence and infrastructure. The President said that the new Parliament has been elected driven by hope in the electorate. He also called for the government to prioritise the needs of the poor and to ensure inclusive growth for the people. He also addressed upon the issue of crime against women and the need to implement policies that protect them and give them opportunities in the new economy. In fact, President Pranab Mukherjee addressed a joint session of the Parliament where he laid, in fact, the roadmap for the Narendra Modi-led government. In fact, he started off by congratulating the new speaker and also congratulating the new government. He also said that he applauded the wisdom of the citizens who voted for stability and voted for united and strong modern India. He said that the government will function on the mantra of minimum government. In fact, Pranab Mukherjee has gone on to place emphasis on inclusive growth as well as poverty alleviation. And in fact, addressing the gathering, he said that there is a need to bring in judicial reforms for speedy justice, and he asked for the building of confidence in bureaucracy. He also went on to speak about how the government should be committed to bring back the black money stashed abroad. And well, late last night, Pakistan once again became a victim of terror. Here's what happened. Fresh firing was reported from the workshop area near the airport. In fact, security forces believe that 3 more terrorists are present in the airport area. Gunmen disguised as police guards attacked a terminal at Pakistan's busiest airport with machine guns and a rocket launcher during a 5-hour siege that killed 13 people as explosions echoed into the night. The media, however, reported that at least 23 people were killed, including all 10 of the attackers. Tehreek-e-Taliban has claimed a responsibility for the attack on the Jinnah International Airport in Karachi. The attacks come as government-led peace talks with the local Taliban faction and other militants have floundered in recent weeks. A Pakistani official said the siege at the Karachi airport was over. The airport attack began late Sunday and continued into the dawn hours of today in Karachi. During the course of the attack, heavy gunfire and multiple explosions could be heard coming from the terminal used for VIP flights and cargo as militants and security forces battled for control. A major fire rose from the airport, illuminating the night sky in an orange glow as the silhouettes of jets could be seen. The deadly operation was carried out by 10 militants. Dr. Simi Jamali from Jinnah Hospital in Karachi said that 9 bodies had been brought in. So far, she even said that 7 were from the airport security force personnel. 1 was an employee of the Civil Aviation Authority and another was from the state-run Pakistan International Airlines. A major fire rose from the airport with a silhouette of jets seen. The attack happened at a terminal not generally used for commercial flights but for special VIP flights and for cargo. The army commandos confined the attackers to a maintenance area and that they hadn't been able to go onto the tarmac. An official who spoke to journalists near the airport said at least some of the militants were wearing airport security force uniforms and all were strapped with explosives. He said one of them tried to capture a vehicle used by the Civil Aviation Authority, and when a guard shot at him, the explosives strapped to his body went off. The official said another attacker also blew up after being shot at by security forces. The country's military said in a statement that all the passengers had been evacuated and that close to all gunmen had been killed as of now, but however, fresh firing has been heard is what we understand. At least 2 domestic flights have been diverted and all flight operations had been suspended at the airport. A spokesperson for the Civil Aviation Authority said the airport would be closed until at least Monday night. And Karachi is Pakistan's largest city and has been the site of frequent militant attacks in the past. It is the country's economic heart, and any militant activity targeting the airport likely would strike a heavy blow at the foreign investment in the country. In fact, Hafiz Saeed, the mastermind of the 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks and chief of Jamaat-ud-Dawa, blamed Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his new security team for the Karachi attacks. Despite the Tehreek-e-Taliban claiming responsibility for the incident, Saeed took to Twitter to blame Modi for the attacks. Well, this is what he tweeted. Karachi airport is an attack on Pakistan. Modi's new security team is behind this act of war by India. Nation knows the real enemy. Well, in fact, after the attack on Karachi International Airport, security at the Indian airports have also been strengthened, is what we understand. But Hafiz Saeed blaming Narendra Modi, well, it is official now that Tehreek-e-Taliban has already claimed responsibility. This comes in the backdrop of the peace talks between the Pakistan government and the Taliban failing. And now we understand that Hafiz Saeed, who is the 26/11 mastermind who has found solace in Pakistan, is blaming Narendra Modi and his security team for the attacks. And meanwhile, after the attack on Karachi International Airport, security at the Indian airports have been increased, security checks have been tightened, and there is close monitoring of CCTV cameras. Well, tension seems to be on the rise after the Karachi incident. Close to 10 gunmen, in fact, barged in and fired indiscriminately, and they had explosives strapped onto them. Many of the gunmen were dressed in the security officials' attire. But as per reports, all gunmen have been shot down. However, there is firing that can still be heard, is what unconfirmed reports tell us at the moment. Well, and this particular incident has created a scare and panic in Indian airports as well. And as per orders, all Indian airports have upped security, especially in the national capital. This comes in the backdrop of the attacks on Karachi airport, and Hafiz Saeed blaming Narendra Modi for the same, despite the Tehreek-e-Taliban already claiming responsibility.